Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Well, this is a very special Shabbat, not just because we're all here, but because it begins the countdown of 4 weeks to Purim. And then after that, to Passover, to Pesach. Hard to believe when we think about it. It feels, when you're Jewish, the year just goes by so fast because every week there's Shabbat and every other month or something, there's a big holiday. Always times to eat and to share and to rejoice. But yes, you can really feel the first quarter of the year go away when you know that you're having Purim and Passover. So each of the next 4 Shabbatot have additional separate Torah readings assigned to them for a very specific purpose. This Shabbat is called Parshat Shekalim, corresponding to the command requiring the donation of half a shekel to be given at this time. The other upcoming 3 special Shabbatot are Shabbat Zachor, Parah, and HaChodesh, again, each with its own corresponding Torah reading. Our Shekalim reading this Shabbat is actually related to Purim. It sets the stage, but also, according to the Talmud, Haman's decree. What do we do when we hear Haman? Get you ready. Make noise. Thank you. So according to the Talmud, Haman's decree was averted in merit of the mitzvah of machatzit hashekel, giving that half a shekel. In ancient times, each male Jew over the age of 20 was commanded to give a half shekel for the tabernacle's upkeep, which symbolized communal responsibility and equality. The women didn't have to do it, just the men. So I don't know about that equality, but they were the ones given the money. The Haftarah portion actually reiterates this by recounting the efforts made to collect the donations for the temple's repair. So this money was necessary even in ancient times to keep the temple up and running. Judaism attaches great significance upon the mitzvah of giving tzedakah and also of donating to charity. There's a difference. There are many opportunities to give. Membership alone does not sustain a temple. It is the influx of donations from charitable-minded people who keep things afloat. Every donation counts, but special angels who have been blessed with the funds to give even more help to make up the difference that keeps synagogues alive. Money has blessing and sustenance attached to it. There is powerful energy available to the one who gives the charity. So much so that there is even the practice of donating to the rabbi's discretionary fund for prayers of healing and memory, and to the synagogue for the gift of an aliyah, yahrzeit, or to sit on the bima, even for sponsoring an oneg or flowers. Every single act of giving and donating brings merit. We have our new van, Susie's Shuttle, for the gift of memory and honor of Susie Abramowitz, and also the gift of the funds that are in our temple from those donations that have been given, so that we are now able, after 12 years, to have our van. Marcia and I drove in it this morning. It's so smooth. It is a very smooth ride. Please join us in the shuttle sometime. Money is so powerful that one actually has to be careful. I always told my children, do not pick up. When you see a little penny, what does everyone do? Oh, they pick it up, they make a wish. But I would say, no, don't do it. Look at it, make your wish, but don't touch it. Don't pick it up. You don't know what energy is attached to it. And I said this years ago when we were at this Parsha. One time we were at a concert. I think we saw Pink and somebody else. I don't know. Anyway, we were at this big concert, and under our seat there was like bills of like, I don't know, $130 or something like that. And my kids were like, oh, let's spend it. Let's go. And I'm like, no, we're going to look at it. We're not going to touch it. And we're going to tell the management that there's $130 under there and they can do what they want with it. Same thing, one time we were at Bank of America and the girl counted out everything wrong and gave me back a $100 bill. And I said, no, you gave me too much. And she's like, no, she argued with me. And I said, your till is going to come up short $100. So I'm just going to give this back to you. This has energy attached to it. It is not for me. And sure enough, she looked at it, counted a little bit, and she's like, you're right. Thank you. So we have to be careful with money. Also, wherever there's always a yin and a yang, a positive force, people can coerce or control others with money. It can also be the root and the road to evil, depending upon how you control it and what you do with it. Which is why, when flipped on its head, the half a shekel helped in the case of diverting Haman's evil plans. From the Kabbalistic perspective, money and donating to charity has a somewhat different effect. In so doing, an individual can increase their level of joy. Many of us don't connect, like, well, we know money brings us pleasure, but actually by giving, we increase our level of joy along with spiritual ascension. By giving, we ascend to a higher realm of spirituality. The Torah recognizes the need for joy, especially as cold winter months, and we know we're having a lot of them across the country this year, give way to the month of Adar, the month of Purim, which is known for what? Joy and festivity. So we move from these cold winter nights that are marked with sadness and negativity, and for some, seasonal affective disorders, into the month of Adar with Purim's great simcha. But this doesn't happen effortlessly. The Torah is very practical. Actually, Judaism as a whole is very practical. Recognizing the effect the darkness of winter can have, even in ancient times, the Torah foresaw the necessity for a joy boost. Giving the half a shekel wasn't a choice. It was a command. This was different from giving regular, ongoing tzedakah. When we give without attachment, freely from our hearts, we elevate our tikkun, and Kabbalistically, we align ourselves with Cantor, the highest of the sefirot. You guys might remember this when we did the Omer class, counting the Omer. That Cantor is the highest realm that you can get to, and it's extremely difficult. But by giving, we get there. Even if we are unaware on a spiritual level, we are activating the energy that is necessary to elevate our souls. Our first president always said to me, "You never talk enough about giving money." Well, I'm talking about it now. This is the Torah portion where we have to talk about it. But we have so many people here that give of their time and their energy, and also who give of their financial abundance that they have. There is joy to be had in the giving. I never forget, and I told this story years ago with this parsha, when I was in the 6th grade, my best friend's father brought me back the most beautiful pair of jade earrings from the Orient, big jade round earrings. I felt they were much too extravagant a gift for an 11-year-old. I didn't know what I was going to do with them. He told me never, ever deny the giver the opportunity to give, for it brings them great joy. He was really tapped in, and he was also Jewish. In ancient times, Jews understood that the Mishkan's purpose was to bring joy and to rectify their mistake and the sorrow that they had over their actions with the golden calf. The Mishkan, through its offerings and its incense, was actually designed to infuse joy into the world. When we made our sacrifices, when we came and brought our offerings, we elevated ourselves and the joy that was possible. When we were wandering in the desert and we were so miserable, the act of doing that got us outside of ourselves and reminded us that there was something spiritual we were actually connecting to and that we were involved in. So recognizing this, the Jewish people eagerly donated. There are many people sitting here in this room who truly understand the power and the pleasure inherent in giving. And for that, we all say thank you. Giving of your finances and giving of your time. To quote the great Rabbi Nachman of Breslov, the month of Adar becomes a means to activate joy, all in preparation for Purim. It is important to be happy on Purim, happy talk, keep talking, happy talk, as a pivotal, elemental moment of joy for the entire year. The joy of Purim sets the stage for Pesach, which in turn prepares for Shavuot, creating a spiritual progression for growth throughout the year. As we move through this next month toward the month of Adar, let us take special note to be happy on March 2nd and 3rd, the evening of March 2nd and all day on March 3rd. That's Purim. And then come to our service on March 6th. We will tell a little bit of the story. We'll say a little bit of the Megillah. We'll shake our groggers. Maybe we'll even have some Jello shots, alcoholic and non-alcoholic, and we'll hear a bit of the Megillah. My husband, Mark, are you getting ready? Save up your breath to do those 10 sons' names in that one breath. Some say it's extra special to donate to Israel on Purim. So please, Marianne's daughter and her grandbaby, they're all, the family's all in Israel. So you can make a donation to Israel, you can plant a tree, you can send a little money or something. But here at Emet, we will also gladly accept your donations and we will share with Israel as well. So may the joy that we manifest throughout the month of Adar carry us through the next 3 special Shabbatot into Pesach, into Shavuot, and beyond. We think of Shavuot, we're already almost to June. The year it's all halfway gone. May the gifts we give elevate our sfirot, our tikkun, to the very, very highest level of Keter. And may we be blessed with even more abundance for the purpose of sharing. Kei Nihi Ratzon, may it be God's will. Shabbat Shalom.